Hello, thank you for listening to me today. Today's subject is success. How to be successful as an individual. The reason why I am saying is individual is if you're talking about organizational success, that's something different. So we are talking about individual success today. Now, can anyone be successful? In my opinion, based on my experience, the answer is yes, definitely yes, and yes again. So anyone can be successful, no question about it. There are many examples of individuals achieving outstanding success coming from backgrounds that would seem impossible. So I'm going to look at some of those examples. So these are some of the people. I'll go through the details in a minute. And these people have been extremely successful. They have gone to the top of their world. They have been world-class people. So the first person I'm going to look at is, I'm sure you all have heard of Benjamin Franklin. He is known as the founding father of the USA. He was an inventor, scientist, a politician, and a diplomat. But the important thing is, did you know that Franklin had to drop out of school at the age of 10 and to become an indentured, that is, by law, he had to become a servant of a printmaker. And yet, he had outstanding success in life. And the next person is Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey, she was the first African-American TV correspondent in Nashville. She was from a very poor family. She had an extremely difficult childhood. She had an extremely difficult teenage years. And yet, later she became famous with her TV series, The Oprah Winfrey Show. She is now a billionaire. She is extremely rich. She is at the top of her world. The next person is, perhaps you may not know him very well. It's George Soros. He survived the Nazi occupation in Hungary, and in 1947, he came to London to study. Whilst he was studying at London School of Economics, he worked as a waiter and a railway porter to support himself. He didn't have much money. He is now a billionaire. Now, the next person is the steel tycoon Lakshmi Mittal. He's from India. He comes from a very poor family in Indian state of Rajasthan. Today, Lakshmi Mittal runs the world's largest steel making company, and he's a multi-billionaire. Now, who is the next person? Narendra Modi, Prime Minister of India. He did not grow up in a wealthy or privileged family. The Prime Minister of India is an example of a world leader who had an extremely humble beginnings. In his younger days, before going to school, Modi used to help his father to run his tea shop, and his mother had the oil mill. So he had a very humble beginning, and yet he rose to the top in India. Now, the other person I would like to take as an example is the French minister, Nathalie Belkacem. She came from a very poor background in Morocco. She was born in a small village in Morocco. And she came to France at the age of 5 to join his father, who worked as a laborer. In recent years, she has held several ministerial posts. And she also became the youngest education minister in France. So you see, your start of life, where you come from, your family background, none of these things are that important to achieve success. All these people have achieved enormous success against all odds. So as I said before, one's family background or the race or the religion is not a barrier to achieve success anywhere in the world. So many of the examples we looked at in a few minutes ago, they are world-class people who have reached the top of their fields. But I would like to look at more general cases. We do not have to reach the top of the world to feel successful and happy. We can still be happy and successful and still achieve our goals in a more general sense. So let me talk about that. Success is something that we all can achieve, no question about it. Regardless of your starting position in life, you can all be successful and you can all be happy. Of course, if you wish, you can achieve outstanding success comparable with those people we looked at a few minutes ago, and you can be a world leader in your own field. So there is nothing to stop you. But without too much effort, with some dedication, you can all be successful and happy in your chosen field. Now let us look at what is success. How do you define success? In my book, the successful people are healthy. They are content. Now, that means they are happy with what they have. They are grateful for what they have. But that doesn't mean that they don't have any more goals. They all have goals to develop. They all have goals to grow. But they are content with what they have at the moment, at the time. They are joyful. They are happy. They have a reasonable level of physical comforts. They have a reasonable level of income and have reasonable employment. Of course, unless you are studying, then you may not have an income, but you will still be managing whatever you have in a reasonable way. And the successful people continuously grow. They don't stop where they are. One other key aspect is they all have the ability to help others. They help others, they have the skills, they have the ability, and they do it. So only some people are successful. Why is that? We already established that success has nothing to do with family background, or the race, or the language, or the religion, or your starting point in life. So what's the secret of success? Successful people have clear goals. They regularly review those goals and modify them if they are required to be changed. They have the right type of behavior. So they know how to behave in the society, in a group, with individuals. They have the right set of mindset. They have the right mindset. They are committed. They are committed to achieve their goals. They have the passion and the dedication. They never give up. They keep trying. And they continuously grow and improve in every area of their life. And of course, a little bit of good guidance and help from other people to point you in the right direction. That is also important. But even without the good guidance, even without the help from others, most successful people, they grow continually and achieve their goals. So how to achieve success? First of all, remember, in your life, there are many different areas. Your job, your education is only one thing. So you have to think about all the other areas as well. First thing is, of course, your studies or the job, your income, money, and managing your finances. It's very important. You must have fun and joy, not just working all the time. Your relationships, your friends and the family, you have to think about them, how to improve those relationships. Your health and fitness, you must look after your body. You must stay fit. You must stay healthy. You must think about it. You must work at it. And of course, most people forget, you must always look out to help others. You must help other needy people. You will always find people who are in your need of your help. They have less than what you have. So you can help them to achieve their goals. You can help them to achieve their happiness. So in all these all these areas above, given above, studies, income, fun and joy, relationships, health and fitness, helping others, you need to have a balanced effort to continuously grow in all these areas and improve in all those areas of your life. And the successful behavior. Successful people do not compare themselves with others to grow. They compare their own performance today relative to how they performed yesterday. They set clear goals for improvement in all those areas in their life. Every day, they make a small but a measurable improvement in a selected behavior affecting their life. They take every small setback as an opportunity to learn how to do things better in the future. I guess some of you may have heard of the PDA cycle. What is PDCA? So outstandingly successful people apply PDCA principles to gradually improve their performance in every area of their life to achieve their goals. So let's look at PDCA. First step is plan. So during planning, identify what actions and processes are required to achieve your goals. Once you plan, after planning, you must simply do them. You must implement the processes and take actions, not just planning. Now, is that enough? No. Regularly, you have to check. You have to monitor the progress, check the results. Are you progressing as well as you expected? Are you getting the results you expected? If not, what do you have to do? So based on your monitoring, based on the results, you act again. You have to identify the areas that need particular attention. You may have to modify your actions or the processes. Where necessary, you have to improve the processes, improve the actions, and you have to improve the plan. You have to come up with a new plan. So keep going through the cycle. Plan, do, check, act. That way you will gradually improve all the time. So at the beginning, you are at the beginning of the hill. Your aim is to gradually improve your performance and the skills and ability to help others gradually by planning, doing, checking, acting. So every time you go up the hill gradually, and you all can be outstandingly successful and be happy. You all can achieve that. No question about it. All you have to do is to do things in a dedicated, committed manner. Gradually improve yourself. So thank you for listening to me. Hope you will meet me again in a future session. Thank you.